All right, let's see if I can finish this out. Finish the blade. Where was I? I think I was going to attack this mass right there. Yeah. A little bit off the middle. And then I'm going to work on the symmetry. Finish it off with some pressure. Yeah. Okay. I got to work on these little platforms here. Let's see. Yeah, I need a little bit smoother. A little bit smoother hammerstone. It's tempting to use the abrader to knock off these little flakes. You know, I'll be sending in some thinning flakes here, but I need to make this edge a little bit better. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want to get rid of some of those lumps. A little bit better. All right, so yeah, I guess that's a little bit better. We'll see. Sometimes I can jump right into this and figure out how strong those platforms need to be, and sometimes I forget. Forget what's working. It's always a little bit different. Okay. Where's the mallet? Well, that's not good. Let's see, that's not it. That's not it. I always use the same mallet because if I can remain consistent, the flakes are easier to predict. But I don't have my mallet. Where the heck? Am I just not seeing it? All right. So if the flakes don't come out right, I can blame the mallet. I'm going to use this. Okay. I don't understand where these things go. Yeah. The initial conditions, you know, you got to have the consistent initial conditions so you don't mess yourself up like I just did. Some of you guys, before I hit that, you would have said, platform's too stout, man. Well, it needed to be stouter than that. Okay. Yeah, when people judge after the fact, it's not worth anything when you judge after the fact. Anyway, I'll look through all my stuff later. Looks like I'm going to have to look through all my stuff for my mallet. now that it's not visible. Okay, so weather's nice, everything's nice. The lighting is good. Everything should be good. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, judging after the fact is not worth much. You have to have predictive powers if you want to be learning or instructing what is actually going to happen. Not what, oh, that's because of what, it did that because of this and that. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Alright. It's got to sit on there well. I don't want to use that same spot again. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm off to a very rocky start, so to speak. Because it might be the mallet, it might be just the contours of the flaker, or just thinking about it too much. I'm trying to think about what I'm going to talk about. Hold on while I try to do this. I'm not gonna talk while I try to get this done here. All right. A little bit better. Just a little bit better, not much. Yeah, it's a lot of nasty stuff on that edge. I gotta take back this edge anyway because of the asymmetry. To make it symmetrical without losing the tip, because I could trim this down and lose some of the tip, but keeping the tip, I gotta remove all of this to make it symmetrical. Does it help when I zoom in? Probably not, because I'm not able to capture everything 100%. Sometimes I'm down here, sometimes I'm over there. Can you hear the church bells in the background? It's a church right down the street, just a little bitty ways. It's not perfect platforms, but I don't care. And of course, a lawnmower. Of course. Yep, crushed that one too. trying not to abrade it like I would abrade steel, but I mean, I try not to abrade it like I would abrade for steel, but it looks like I'm going to have to do almost identical. And I was doing okay yesterday, but I'm in a hurry today. Plus, one thing after another is annoying me. One thing after another. All right. I'm hitting it like I'm going to break it each time. Seems like it's the only thing it likes. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't thin it down like I wanted to because these are steppy, nasty flakes. But at this point, I don't care. The lawnmower is running. The light is fading. It was sunny a second ago, but now the clouds are rolling in. Opportunistic flaking. Why am I getting so many step fractures and all that? Because Antler's better. That's why. Yeah, I'm putting in some pressure behind it a little bit to keep it seated and risking the overshot. Yeah, I'm gonna shut off the video after this last flake removal because the lawnmower is way too loud, and I'll finish this up in a little bit. I just want to get rid of that fat spot. Yeah, I'll do that later. I'll wait till the neighbor's done mowing. Yeah, and I'll look for the other mallet because I think that's making a difference as well. Okay. All right, let's see if I can finish this out. The moment you've all been waiting for. See if I can finish it. Or maybe you're waiting for me to do something else with metals and not natural tools. So let's see, what should I work on first? The symmetry or the final finishing? I can trim around the edges first and then do the final finishing. Do I want to make it look like anything in particular? Not really. So I found my mallet under my seat, hidden away. Just like if I had lost my phone while driving between the seat and the console. This little billet was between the seat and this Hammerstone box. All right, the seat that I have, it's a folding chair. It's not a seat back here. I wish there was a nice seat back here. What am I looking for? My other indirect percussion flaker. All right, let's see how this flaker works. I'm just going to be trimming. You know what? I'm going to be pressure flaking too. Put my glove on so I don't forget. All right. All right. Is this going to be strong enough? I think stone is napping my antler instead of the antler napping my stone. Yeah. It's not doing anything except decimating my antler. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. Not perfect, but I never work with perfect tools. Yeah, but you said you gotta make all the initial conditions perfect. Yes, I know. I know. That's the ideal situation. I mean, you gotta know the ideal situation. Just because I don't do it, that's why I tell you guys to look at what you actually see. You know what I mean? Like if I can do this without perfect conditions, that means it can be done without perfect conditions. If I can't do it with perfect conditions, that means you might not be able to do it with perfect conditions. But yeah, the neighbor has finished his mowing, Sean. The sun is back out. It's setting, but it's still bright. The wind has calmed down. The birds have gone away. Nice and quiet. Not that I don't like the birds, but you know, sometimes they're kind of loud. And now I have time to think. I took a nap. Not now I have time. I had time to think and take a nap. Yes, I'm doing a video. Perfect. Yeah, I can leave. Yeah, thank you very much. So, I'm in good shape. Supposedly. Supposedly, I'm in good shape. I just gotta clean up the surface. It's extremely steppy. Yeah. So how do I propose to clean up the surface? Well, that's my goal. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it, or doesn't mean I'm able to do it. Were these things all clean all the time? I don't know, you tell me. You collectors out there watching. Are these real artifacts nice and clean with no step fractures? Made of Georgetown? Or do you find some of the crudest points you've ever seen in your life made of beautiful Georgetown? You know what the answer is, because I own some of them. Some of the crudest points that I have, some of the most expedient looking, crudely flaked, unsharp points are made of some of the best quality Georgetown available. How do you explain it? I can't explain it unless I say stuff like, you know, they didn't care. They didn't care. So what, man? But they did care. They cared so much they made Folsoms. That's the exception to the rule. You know that. You do know that. You just bring it up. Because you want everything to be with the precision of a Folsom. Everything should be Folsom precise. Or Cody Point precise. Eden precise. Scottsbluff precise. Yeah. Especially with the best material, man. Ooh, the best material is so nice. You can do such good work with it, just like in the past. Yeah, well, they used to do cruddy work with it too. Pay attention. Pay attention, class. Cruddy work was done with the best materials. There are exceptions. And it's not because they were necessarily unskilled. Because let's say the best skill level is level 10, right? A level 10 skilled napper can produce a point of any skill level. Right? You can nap a point that looks like it was made by a 5-year-old. You don't know the level of the skill. All you know is if it is skill level 10 artifact, then yeah, the napper had to be a high skill level. But if the skill level of the artifact is level 1, you don't know what level of skill the napper is. He could be level 10 for all you know. He could nap the most beautiful blades, but he just doesn't. Maybe he only does it like once every year. And the other 200 times he makes something, doesn't care. No. Or don't have time. I'm on the road, man. We're on the trail. Don't have time for that. 10 months out of the year, they're stalking their herds, following the buffalo or following the deer. or migrating with the fish along the shorelines. You don't know. Point is, you don't know. Some people say they know. Don't get me started on that. Yeah. Archaeology. All right, let's see. I can't be thinking about archaeology while I'm trying to do this. Makes me upset. See what I tell you? Make me mess up. Yeah, maybe the nappers are stressed out, so they make cruddy points. Yep, I can see that. Stressed out culture. Constant warfare or something. Got no peace. No peace, no pieces. No pieces of artifacts. No peace, no pieces. Did I do it? Please tell me yes. Okay. You didn't think I could do damage control with the antler, did you? Antler. Why you do that? Why you say it like that, man? Why you say it like that, man? You making fun of yourself now? Always. Always. I got a bunch of new people watching the channel that normally don't watch my channel. Now that's good and bad. It's good because, you know, I like seeing new faces, new names. But bad because they don't know. They don't know what's going on here. All my hardcore watchers, they know. They're getting to know me. The new guys, they're going, what the heck? All right, I'm gonna punch this piece of concrete, right? Or should I just leave it? Let's see if I have the discipline to just leave it, because you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen if I tap that platform, right? You try to pop that off. You know what's gonna happen, right? I'm gonna mess everything all up. It's gonna break in half, and it's gonna be a big old step fracture still. Yeah. So I'm not gonna do nothing to it. I polished that platform for nothing. Oh yes, I'm leaving it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. Big old, I like the big old concrete. How's that? Pretend I like it. Yeah. Why should I pick on somebody not my own size? I'll go pick on somebody my own size. That's just a little bitty patch of concrete. Why be a bully? Man, you got a weird brain, man. Oh, you have no idea. Uh-huh. All right, let's see. Yeah, should I leave the edge all wonky? I should, just to drive the antler people crazy. Leave the edge all wonky. Yeah. Don't even regularize it. Just sharpen it all wonky. What's the purpose of an all wonky blade? It's called blade of pain. Causes other people pain without even having to be poked by it. I don't even have to poke you with this and it causes you pain. Isn't this magical? It's magical. Magical blade of pain. Right, dude, you know, you can get a little bit too crazy and people are not going to like you, especially the new guys just tuning in. Should we let them know? Should we tell them? We're gonna find out on their own. Yeah, we just let them find out on their own. They don't know I started with natural tools. When I started Flintknapping back in the day. When is back in the day? You know, back in 2007, 2008, 2009, when I first starting looking into it. From 2009 to 2011, I was doing like 90% natural tools. That's when I first really got into it. Put the antler behind my knee for the first time. Everyone was saying, "What's that? I don't like it, man. What are you doing? It's odd. No one does that. I've never seen that before." And then started making videos. That's when I opened up Pandora's box. Oh yes. So once you get it on video, there's no disputing it. No disputing it. He's actually napping that way. Holy criminy. Jiminy Cricket. Oh, I better stop because I'm abusing it now. But it's just a little bite. I just bit it a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. It's not really gonna get sick or nothing. It's not like I'm a zombie with disease. Just a little bite. That's it. Just a little bite. That's all. Don't worry. Yeah. How do you take care of these little fingernail step fractures with natural tools? Huh? How do you get rid of those? There's a way. Okay. There's various ways. You can take a flake and you can kind of dig them out. See how thin that thing is? You can kind of like get in there and try to pop them out. It works a lot of times. A lot of times it doesn't work. But yeah, you can get in there, mess with them. The real ones still have them on there, you know, especially in the south where there's very light frosts and very light, cold, hot weather action. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, there it is. That's the main shape. That is the basic shape before I'm going to do the pressure. I'm going to leave this area fat right there because I know that drives people crazy. And then I'm going to pressure flake this around here. On the next session, I'm going to hang up the phone, call you up in a little bit and do the pressure flaking. You'll see on the next. I might try to take that little booger boo out with a side strike. Yeah, I'm not going to come over from the other side. That's for sure. I could do a side strike in this direction. Maybe create a little island like they had on the real ones. Oh, yes. But I could just leave it, yeah, because it's not hurting nobody. Unless it really is a blade of pain without even having to poke you in the eye with it. Was it painful to watch? I hope so. Why? Well, you remember it. You remembered it that way. Oh yeah, I remember that video. That was extremely painful to watch from beginning to end. Especially the hammerstone work at the beginning, man. Oh, it's cringe fest. Cringe. And I was looking at the video with one hand over one eye the whole time. Yeah. All right. I'll continue on the next segment.